What's going on YouTube? James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. Strawberry patch is looking good. It's April 14th. Can you bring you guys along for a quick update? Show you how some things are doing. A bunch of the strawberries are doing good. Kind of just all over. Some of them are getting big. Well, not big, but they're getting there. So a lot of them have a bunch of 5 or 6 strawberries on them. So we should get a decent yield this year from the strawberries, which is nice. A lot of the other things are doing well. The red lettuce and stuff. The apple trees are doing good, loaded up with apples. Definitely going to have to take some off. There's just way too many on there. And some of the trees are all branches are already getting weighed down, which is a good sign. So we'll have to take some off, but we'll see if we want to try to keep some this year to get a yield out of any of them, or just take them all off and let the tree grow. I transplanted a couple tomatoes in here that are doing well. Asparagus is getting big. All the lettuce and stuff over there is doing real well. I'm going to go through and actually harvest my first meal from the garden. I'm going to make a nice lettuce with a bunch of radishes because a lot already. Spinach is doing well. Hopefully we can have a little cooler weather like we have today for just a little while longer. This way we can actually get a decent spinach, a couple spinaches. And a lot of the things in here are doing good. This grapevine's doing nice all against the fence, as well as this one over here. Blackberry bush is really shot up, which is nice. And then this grapevine over here is doing the best out of the ones along the fence. Some of the broccolis are still coming up in here. And here's a pineapple sage that died but actually came back. So that's cool. This grapevine is doing well over here. Looks like it already has a couple grapes on it. As well as the ones over here. This one's got some grapes. And this one also. Things are really coming up and starting to do well now. Starting to actually look like a food forest, getting that look. The potatoes have come up. Corn patch is still doing real well. Some of the zucchinis are getting a bunch of leaves already. The corn patch is doing good. Tomatoes are getting big. Some of them are doing real well. This one with the potato leaf is getting pretty big, as well as some of these other ones too. But now you can start to see how many are in there. There's a lot. All calendulas in the front. This is the pepper patch where a bunch of the peppers have come up now. Now I'm just going through, like I said, I'm going to make a nice salad. Got a lot of radishes that are ready, and a bunch of lettuce, so I'll make a nice quick salad. This potato patch has come up. Pretty much all of them. And this is that big flower patch of only just flowers in the front. So a lot of those have come up. Gonna try to close it off soon because I know it's already getting long. But just wanted to give you guys a quick update. This is eggplants. A bunch of eggplants have come up. There's also basil and carrots. Then borders of zucchini, also borage and watermelons. Cilantro's doing good. I'll put some cilantro in my salad. I have cilantro just planted everywhere because I just love cilantro. Like eating it just nice and fresh. It's real healthy too. Has a lot of iron, I think it is, or really a lot of vitamin C also. Some of the borage are getting big. Those leaves are edible. They taste a little bit like cucumber. They're pretty good. Dill, tomatoes, more stuff down there. Then a bunch of watermelons in here, squash, tomatoes. It looks like it might even be a potato right here. I don't remember putting that in. Maybe it was from last year. I don't know. We'll see. Here the broccolis are doing better over here, getting bigger. This I have planted under the shade of a mulberry tree. Gets nice filtered sunlight, so that should help keeping those from flowering. More tomatoes over here doing well. This patch is just all tomatoes. You can't see them that great from over here, but there are a lot in here. And then this lettuce patch, planted real dense. The lettuce don't mind it. They might be growing up a little slower than they would, but they're growing nice and thick real well. And the beans, you can see, have canopied out the top, so there'll be a lot of bush beans about this high, lettuce underneath it. Then I'll cut the lettuce out. It's leaf lettuce, so I'll come with a scissor, cut it, let it regrow. If it doesn't, I can always plant more or something else. bunch of different polyculture planting in here. Looks like radishes, flowers, lettuce, just a bunch of different things. Peas are doing good. Have some random peas planted throughout. Then the lettuce over here is doing the best. And the hugel mound, it's getting pretty big. You can see as its size compared to a radish. So, looking pretty good. Peas are getting bigger over here too. And even the beans are doing the best on the hugel mound. These have got the most true leaves. The flowers are doing good over here. Beans and so some of this lettuce is just looking great. I'll pull out a whole head thing so I can show you guys. It's looking pretty good. So I'll eat that today for lunch. Then here's I think it's a watermelon. Doesn't look like watermelon leaves though, so it might be a cantaloupe. More over here. Just everything mixed in through, doing well together, supporting each other, and supporting the whole system. I'm keeping the camera down, but so we have the trees, they're doing well. One's loaded with cherries. Some of the cherries are already getting a little bigger, but it's loaded in there with cherries. Bunch of cherries in there. This is the Mount Morency. I love this variety, so delicious. Some of the stuff on the hugel bed has also come up. Looks like a bunch of beets and calendulas. So things are doing good. The potatoes in here are doing well. This was a random planting of potatoes, just kind of leftover ones I had. Wasn't sure if they were going to come up or not, but they did. And you can see when I saved the lettuce, I had all different seeds and varieties. I saved it all in one, so all this in here is just different kinds of lettuce, which is pretty cool. Get that nice change. Raspberries that are doing well. They're coming along. This cherry tree is just doing great. So many leaves on it. Not as many flowers as I would have hoped, but I mean, just the tip growth already is crazy on it. It's really filling in nicely, as well as that plum. But the trees are doing well. The garden's looking good. Starting to look more like a food forest. When I sit in the middle, it's really surrounding me. So, which is cool. I always enjoy that. I feel like I'm starting to get a little getaway from, the suburban environment. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for following along. I'll give you guys an update in a little while, showing you how things are doing. James Prigione's out.